I played Overwatch since day one,
Yep.
so it's been 9 years, and like I said in the forum, it's a lot of mercy, probably
Mm-hmm.
like 80% of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I do want to get better,
Sure.
but it's kind of difficult when you played so much. I don't
Yeah.
really know where to start.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
I know my weaknesses, but I'm not sure if I'm working on the right way or working on the right things.
I understand. I understand. Okay.
So, and I loved your channel for a while. I even at my old job I was a coach on a call center, and
Oh,
even
cool.
your video helped me to do my job. I think you're really good at it and
I
really
appreciate that.
entertaining. So I thought, why the hell not? You know?
Yeah, sure. Okay, sounds good. So, at the time of the forum, you said you were around gold four-ish. Is that still somewhat the
I'm
case?
I'm always between plat 5 and gold 1
Okay,
at this season.
excellent. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. And basically, Mercy, unless she gets banned, and then
Or Sombra
Brig,
doesn't get banned
Moira, or Sombra. Right. Right. Exactly.
because
Okay.
Sombra is a pain.
Right.
Or I might go to right now is Moira if she gets banned or there's a Sombra.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I can play Brig, Lucio. I can play most of the supports. It's just that for me, Mercy is the most fun.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. I want to get to platinum consistently. I would like an
Yep.
honest opinion on my gameplay. You have a lot of hours in here. I may play wrong, but I love the triage style. I'm taking a lot of risks zipping around. I want to know if my playstyle can be any good. So, here are my thoughts on Mercy. So, you
Yep.
probably know my thoughts on the design of Mercy. I think
Yeah,
that
I
the
do.
triage of Mercy is not emphasized enough in her design
Mm-hmm.
because
I
every
agree.
Mercy player that I talk with wants to use it more and they're not allowed
Yep.
to.
Yep.
However, I'm going to be honest with you. For your goals, I don't see a problem with you trying to leverage that more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that becomes a problem that scales poorly in maybe Masters, maybe
Yeah.
Grandmaster, maybe even Diamond. But what we can do is we can say, let's make you play the style of Mercy that you want to play
Mm-hmm.
and play it as best as you possibly can and let's not worry as much about your rank. Because I think if you play a really good aggressive Mercy style, you could definitely reach Diamond. Absolutely reach
Yeah.
Diamond. It's not bad. It's like you will die a lot more than the average Mercy player, but you'll also get a
Oh,
lot more done, right? So I don't see a problem with that. And maybe even there'll be some changes to Mercy that encourage that a little bit more. So let's
that
lean into that. Let's do
okay.
what's
That's
natural to you and let's do what's
fine.
fun for you because I think we can make that work.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I know I'm not a master or a grandmaster. I
Sure,
mean,
sure.
the game knows me. I mean, I
Yes,
played for thousands of hours.
100%, 100%. But also at the same time, the game knows you, but that's because you've remained relatively static. If that
Yeah.
you were to change, well, then the game will recognize that as well. So, 5 to 6 days a week, around 2 hours on average. Is this ranked or quick play? Do you play by yourself? Do you play with friends?
Well, it depends. Mostly with friends. I'd say that I play mostly quick play unless I have a good reason to play comp.
Sure.
For example, I know people hate it, but I like drives, mythic
Yeah.
weapon, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I think even in quick play, I try to always win. And one thing I like is I don't give a damn about swapping in quick play. I mean,
Yep.
it's just
Yep.
it's
Yep.
just
Of
quick
course.
play. But I'd like I said in the forum, if I could be plat or even one day diamond 5, I'd, it'd be great for me.
Sure, of course. Okay, let's do that then. Okay.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is that obviously, like the most important ingredient when it comes to improvement is deliberate practice. In other words,
Yeah.
very specific focus practice, and I'm sure you're aware of that. So,
Yeah.
for you, it might be something to look at with your schedule where you're getting enough
Hmm.
playtime to reach diamond. I just don't know that you're getting enough deliberate playtime to reach diamond.
Okay. Yep.
And I understand bans become a bit of a problem. Maybe it depends on the meta. But that may be something to consider. Like trying to get a
Mm.
game or two of deliberate focus practice on a specific skill with Mercy every day would probably be useful.
I think I'm doing wrong is I the practice I do is mostly in quick play. For example,
Yes.
when I'm comp, I don't do only one deliberate stuff. Like
Yeah.
for example, okay, this game I'm only gonna pocket Genji
Yes.
because sometimes it's like it's not easy depending on the Genjis.
Mm-hmm.
In comp, I'm gonna be doing what I think is worth the best, but I'm not gonna try different things or work
Right.
on just
Right.
one specific thing.
Right. Right. Right.
And
So
when
you're
I'm in quick play, sometimes I can play, okay, well, Blue Beam only this game, for example.
yeah.
Not really, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
I
I
know
mean.
what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. So basically, it's like you kind of realize, like you said, it's not optimal. It's like you're trying to play your best in comp, but that's ironically not the best thing to do, right? You
Yeah.
kind of want to experiment more. Doesn't mean you should go crazy with it, but you should try to practice deliberate things, and obviously, like that. That's kind of what we'll try to do is give you some stuff to practice. Um,
Okay.
but the challenge will be what are those things, and we'll try to give you things that you can do in any game. So, okay, I
Good.
may play Mercy completely wrong. I hate pocketing a single DPS, the most efficient way to play her. I think this positioning and much. So, okay, this is my stance on Mercy. I think that too often you end up pocketing somebody, but I don't think that that's always how Mercy is played, even when
Yeah.
optimal. For
Mm-hmm.
you, you're definitely going to kind of go more towards the aggressive style, more aggressively
Right.
moving around, which is generally something you have to be careful with. But I do think
Yeah.
that you should still do that even when you're optimally playing Mercy. It's just how much can you get away with. And for
Mm.
you, we're definitely going to go for the high risk, high reward, right? So we'll look at that. Okay,
I try to pocket the one that's most useful,
sure,
the best angle.
yeah,
If it's the tank, it's the tank. If it's
right,
a
right,
Zenyatta, I don't
sure.
mind pocketing even more. I mean,
Sure,
it's
sure. Makes sense. Makes sense. I know I heal way too much. I don't trust my other support. Depends. Like I think what would end up happening is that if you are pocketing the most aggressive person, you're probably going to be healing more than the average Mercy, frankly.
yeah.
Because if you think about like the proximity that they would be in, they're probably taking damage, so you probably should be healing them. But that's still useful, right? Like if you look at like, okay, what is Mercy gonna do uniquely? She's gonna heal for a lot on targets that are all over the place. I think
Yeah.
that's what Mercy does the best, right? She's able
Yeah.
to help multiple people all over the place, and with a little bit more ease than say an Ana, and also the ability to reposition yourself and so on, so on, so on. So
And
I
that's
often,
what's fun as well.
yeah, I often make bad decisions when I get tired. It gets worse. Yeah, I mean that everyone's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I want to talk about really quickly is talk to me about your eyesight. So where is the limitations with that? When does that become difficult?
Well, I do have one really bad eye, but I like Junkrat Trap is a problem for me. I often
Right,
don't
right.
see them, but I get tired, but it's not that bad, but that's the reason why I don't play like Widowmaker or Tracer or thing like that.
Okay. Does that affect anything else with your Mercy gameplay? Like some of your
Mm,
decision making or the decisions that you
I
unconsciously
don't
make?
think so, but maybe things that I should see that I missed. It
Sure.
can I don't think it's a problem all the time, but sometimes I watch my replay and I say, "Well, I didn't see this."
Right, right.
It's
Yeah,
maybe
I
a
mean,
reason.
yeah, okay. Just to double check, because there's nothing you can particularly do about that, but I just
No.
want to make sure that I'm aware of anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about Mercy or practice time or approach or anything else that you want to?
The question I have is around maps.
Yes.
You said I sent you in DM.
I see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw
Yeah,
the
I
chart.
did some homework. So with the map bands, I did a graph with the win rates on maps, and I'd like to have your opinion. What's a good and a bad Mercy maps for you?
Well, you tell me first. Let's go off of what your
Well,
understanding
for
is.
me, my favorite is like what I thought was great, like Oasis,
Mm-hmm.
Antarctic Peninsula. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's the two best Mercy maps because with lots of verticality and it's pretty hard to kill.
Yeah.
And for me, the worst map is Esperanza. I
Mm.
cannot, for the love of God, win on Mercy on this map. It's
It's
like
funny because
I don't even try.
yeah, yeah, it's funny because even the way that you're picking your favorite map and least favorite map just tells me right off how you play Mercy, because you talked about two more compressed maps with a lot of verticality, and then Esperanza is like generally a decent Mercy map, but it requires you to be a little bit more static because of these
Mm.
wide open spaces, right? So
Yeah.
that that tells me right off. Okay, so what are some other maps that you like and maps that you don't like? Kind of go down the list and give me some different things that you like and don't like about them.
Uh, I like Kings Row,
Mm,
Blizzard World, Rialto. I really like Rialto. For me, it's a great mercy map.
mm,
Numbani is good.
mm-hmm.
And map I don't like. It's not that much of a mercy, just I hate some map. Like I said, Esperanza. I'm not a fan of New Queen Street.
Yep, same kind of
Even
thing as Esperanza, right?
yeah, and but for some reason I like Coliseo. Maybe it's not logical, but I
No, it's more compressed than the other two push maps that you've
yeah,
talked about. Definitely more
for me
compressed.
it's the best push maps.
Yep.
I hate Junkertown for
Yeah, I
with a
mean,
passion.
same thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah, for me, I hate Havana. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Makes sense. I mean, it's funny because you're describing maps that are generally considered decent for Mercy, but not for the style of Mercy that you want to play, right? So
Yeah,
that makes
maybe.
sense. Okay. Any other questions here? So I'm looking at
Mm.
your chart here. Obviously, this is just fun to do. Um,
It's 60 games. I mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It
think
makes sense.
it's interesting. I was thinking maybe can I game this this new feature banning the best map, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
I think
know.
it's
I
fine.
tried.
You need a
Yeah,
larger
maybe.
sample size, but it's definitely something you
Yeah,
could do
of course.
eventually for
Yeah,
sure.
of course. And it shows that I played nearly every map in 60 games, so
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting. And 8 time Blizzard World for a reason.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty inoffensive map. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Any other
yeah,
questions about Mercy specifically?
uh, no, not really.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's take a look.
yeah,
So
I'm good.
obviously, what we're gonna try to do is
Yep.
we're gonna do an exercise. The review will essentially be who should you have been pocketing? Who's the most aggressive target that you could pocket safely, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, and I think that that's the key thing is like I do want you to focus on the most aggressive target that you can pocket safely, right? I like that's going to mean that I don't want you to pocket anybody because that might get you killed, guaranteed, even for somebody like
Okay.
yourself who plays more aggressively. But I
Yep.
do want to stretch that limit to be always kind of prioritizing that high risk, high reward because that's what you're going to enjoy doing, right?
Okay.
And then that's the first thing is like who can you pocket the most aggressively. The second thing is going to be how are you behaving during that pocket.
Yeah.
So there's two facets of that, right? The easy one is the heal or damage boost, right? Like that's the easy one. Like should I be healing? Should I be damage boosting? Depends on their HP. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hard part is your movement specifically, right? And this is the
Mhm.
challenging part. Like how are you moving in that situation? Should you be going up? Should you be going in and then back out? Should you be bounce GAing? Should you be flying off to the
Yep.
side? Are you using cover well? So really, we have to kind of dissect those details to make sure that you're not just pocketing the right person, but pocketing them correctly,
Yep.
and that's kind of what we're going to look at here. Sound good?
This yeah, sounds good. This map, if I remember, the hazard was kind of a redneck.
Yep.
So sometimes I was asking myself, should I follow him? And, I mean, of course, I made very bad decision in this game,
Sure.
but
Of course.
I do remember that he went someplace and I tried to follow him, and finally it was kind of a stupid on my part.
Well,
But
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see if following him is stupid or how you followed him is stupid. You get what I'm saying? How,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll,
of
we'll
course.
see. Okay.
And his console.
Yeah, that's fine. Damage boost is fine. Pocket is fine. Pocket is fine. And this is the moment of truth right here.
Yeah,
This is where you're going to look at this and be like, can I pocket this hazard?
yeah.
So I want you to tell me if you were to pocket this hazard, how would you do it? First off, how would you even get to the hazard in the first place?
Well, I'd get on the left, like where the soldier was,
Yeah, here.
and I hate this statue in the middle, but I I'd love if I could go right through his legs, but
Yeah,
I'd go probably in the right and just GA.
yeah, 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 yeah. I think I would probably GA here and then turn my momentum and send it this way, right?
Oh,
And then put
okay.
myself that way, keeping the beam here. So you go to
Yeah.
the target and then GA off to the side towards the point of cover. I
Mhm.
think that's going to be the key thing is where is your cover? If you super
Okay.
jump here, there's no cover. If you
Yeah, I
bounce
know.
back to the statue, it's okay. That might be pretty good. That's probably a good option. Another one, as I said, is to turn your camera this way. Now, you're on console, which means
Mhm.
all of these movements are going to be a little bit more uncomfortable, right? It just
Yep. Yep.
console just is more limited. It's harder to go fast. But
Yep.
that's if you were to pocket hazard, that's how you would do it. So here you go. We're through. Sure. Here's another moment. We're pocketing
Yep.
Hazard. He's the most aggressive person. You're playing the tank healer. That's good. It's fine. Obviously, go swap to healing here. How do you pocket this Hazard and not die? Or how do you move?
I would go right inside because I can't go near the point on the left
Sure,
because
sure,
I
sure,
think there's a soldier there. So
sure,
I need to go inside.
sure.
There's no
You
other
sure.
or I back up.
Right, right. Either one. So you're gonna go here and fly through him to here,
Yeah.
or you're going to heal and then just tuck behind the wall, essentially. So you already have the beam, just duck behind the wall and keep your grace
Yeah.
period. So you know before the beam breaks, and then keep it and then break it again. Right? That's it. So here, this is not good. It's not terrible, but it's not quite good enough because you should be migrating to cut off LOS so that this Cassidy Lucio can't see you. Yeah, Kiriko can still see you, but at least you're limiting the number of people that can shoot you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you know this movement, right? You've been playing this character for a long time, so you know what tech you can do. The question is, be able to consistently do it, and that's the hard part. But so far, who you're pocketing is good. This has been fine. Was this the correct movement for the situation?
Nope, it was not.
Okay, then what was the correct movement? You tell me.
Just staying on the ground. I don't know where I just staying on the ground. Maybe
I mean, you were being shot.
back.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't think. It was,
Or on the top of the house.
yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah.
actually here it's you going too high, right? So that's kind of funny. You actually you super jump too high. So what that would mean is, you know, obviously using your super jump meter here, what you'd actually do is you go to here, and then you'd super jump now.
Yeah.
Right now, before you
Sure.
get too much height, just to get enough up and over. That way, you're not floating in the sky for too long. So here, you get too close before you super jump, which means you get too much super jump, which then means you end up with this awkward floating period. And then, obviously, there as well, I would have preferred you to actually land on the high ground. So, with Mercy, it's like that. You're not going to get punished for that. I mean, you know it all the time. But that one time that you do get punished, you're going to be like, oh no, rats.
Yeah. Nice all.
What Mercy settings do you have? Do you have preferred beam target?
Yep, performing target.
Surprised to see you doing this. This is very out of character for you. Do you remember what your decision making was like at this moment?
I think I just wanted to cap.
Yeah. You should be helping this. You should be helping this, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think
because
turning around to
the
see your
soldier
soldier.
was there.
Yeah. Help your soldier for a second, then go help your hazard. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's do it. I like the who you've been pocketing, like I said so far. So. I mean, you're capping faster with 2 for sure, but just making sure. It's not that much faster.
But I don't think I was. I didn't thought that he was alt or he was gonna go for. For me, for me, the
understand.
plan was to stay to cap and then go for.
Yeah, I understand. But the plan, you could, like, the way Mercy works is you just end up complementing other people's plans. So do you complement your soldier's plan to cap point, or do you complement your hazard's plan? And I mean, the hazard's the one doing something, right? So that's kind of the plan that you should be complementing with Mercy. It's good. It's good. This movement seems pretty good because you're bouncing yourself back to cover, right? So this is good. This is good as well. Kind of using your beam grace period. It's good. Good. Very nice. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, this was fine. Like, you actually moved very well. It's actually kind of funny. You moved better when you started to get shot.
Yeah.
You made better decisions because it forced you to focus. I think the hardest part of Mercy is when you don't get shot. Because when you don't get shot, you just tend to kind of, because your cooldown is so spammable, you just use it over and over and over again. You're not really thinking, right? You're just doing things. When you start to get shot, all of a sudden you have to wake up. You have to start trying. Right here is a great example. You died, but actually this was some of the best movement that we've seen from you. You almost lived. That was very impressive, right? So, okay. Can you do that though when you're not being killed 24/7, right? Like that's kind of the thing, right? Can you still stay focused? And the reason why that's valuable is that if you're allowed to focus on your movement, then first off, you cut down your deaths, yes, but it allows you to pocket more aggressive people too. So let's see what you do. I like the Valk, just use it. Fight starting, let's go. You could pistol this right here. You see this? Isolated target in Valk. It's absolutely cool to pistol this. Let's see what you do right here. This is an important moment, right? Not the best. Where could you go from here? Talk me through your movement here.
On the ledge when you can snipe.
Yeah,
in
you
the
got
right.
it. Right. So if you're going to super jump, you need to
yeah,
migrate to here with your super jump instead. Yep, you got it. That's good? Yes.
But now I kind of stuck here with the...
Yeah, it's fine. You're just waiting for your team to respawn. It's okay. Now, this is where you are feeding, but I want to make I want this to work. We're gonna make it work. So if you're gonna, this is the type of stuff where it's just like, this is really risky, but it obviously makes a lot more sense to go for the soldier here than your hazard, who's apparently AFK, right? So yes. So let's see what we can do.
Them both.
Yeah, you need to drop immediately. This is the sloppiness. You see this? This is where like a probably won't always get punished for this, but why are you here as opposed to where?
I could have been sniped, like in the stairs.
Right, just here. Exactly.
Yeah,
just here. Exactly. So this is where I want to compliment what you want to do. You want to go help the soldier? All right, you do that, but you better darn well move like a rat. You better be impossible to nail down. This is where you're going to have to push yourself a little bit. Right? Because the problem is that you...
I tried, but I wasn't
So you see what happens is you mess up your movement. We get. To be honest with you, I think you get sloppy. I don't think you thought about cover at all until you started to get shot, and then you started thinking about cover, but it's too late. And what this means is that you don't pocket as smoothly as you should have. You see what I'm saying?
I lost the beam.
You're right. So you lost the beam, and the reason is because here you're. I think I'm not. This is not the best term, but we'll just use it. Is lazy, right? You're just like floating, just relaxing. No. And you're like, oh no, panic, right? Like you should have been thinking, preparing ahead of time to get to cover faster. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind you going for the soldier there. It's crazy, but sure. Just move, right? If you're going to do it, you're going to have to move. Okay, let's get going here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. So let's talk about this. So as your sojourn moves here, how do you move here? Because you're about to lose beam, right? So
the room, the foreign, or the bridge, to get further because I heard the soldier.
Yeah. You had the full charge here. You lost it, right? So you didn't quite go. You didn't slingshot to here. If you slingshot to here, you're cooking. Heck, you could even go to here and drop, and then GA through the wall, super jump, get your beam again, and keep the beam, right? You know the options, right? You have options here. You just lost it a little bit, right? So what I'm showing to you is not that your movement is bad. It's fine. It's that there are moments when your attention slips and you don't move to cover, or you don't use the GA or the super jump at the right time in the right direction, and that causes you stress when you're playing aggressively. And you shouldn't. And so here's what I'm highlighting these moments, okay? And what my diagnosis is, what my prescription is to fix this, is you need to do what we talked about earlier that you don't do enough, which is you need to go into ranked and you need to focus exclusively on being deliberate with your movement, right?
Okay.
Pocket the high-risk target, sure, but you must know, where am I moving? Try different things if you need to. If you do the wrong tech or the wrong direction and you mess it up, that's fine. But right now, I can tell there's not enough focus, and so your autopilot, your instincts, your muscle memory, whatever, it's not good enough. It's not good enough, right? So I want to sharpen this tool. I like that you're pocketing Sojourn here. Not just because, oh, you're pocketing Sojourn or pocketing hit scan me, that's fine, I guess. But because you wanted to pocket somebody aggressive, and yeah, it worked, right? You got her out of life. But you should have, but you almost died for that. And even here, right? So pocketing Sojourn's fine. We get pressured. But this is where we're getting sloppy again, right? You think that you're safe. You're not. You always need to be behind cover whenever you possibly can. And that just means, even though that means hugging the wall here, right?
Tank.
Yeah. Or turning to tank. Right, exactly. So just like in general, you just have to be a little bit tighter. Okay. Mercy's a very simple character, but she's not easy to do all these things constantly. You make very easy decisions, but you make 100 of them constantly, right?
Yeah, that's the fun of it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, this is important here. You're about to lose beam, so you GA. So what should you do movement-wise right here with this GA?
Maybe go right around the tank.
Yeah, you could.
In the right.
Yeah, you could. I think here super jumping makes the most sense. You ready for...
around the pylon.
Yeah, this is why I think super jumping makes so sense. Yeah. Right. So let's see what you do. So you go off to here to create distance between yourself and soldier, which is like fine, but obviously, given what you can see here, it's probably not the best decision, right? You move away from the forest spam, but out into the open, and then you lose your soldier, right? And then now you're exposed, and then now you take unnecessary damage, and then now your soldier dies. So the problem there was not that you used your GA. You should have used your GA. You were going to lose your soldier. And there was even I think there was even an attempt here to try to create some distance between yourself and soldier, which I think is good, right? It was the wrong tech, though. It was the wrong tech. And you could have known that. Notice that I called it out as the wrong tech before you even did it.
Yeah.
That's because you never judge a decision based off the results, right? You always go, even if my soldier doesn't die, even if I don't die, this was still wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You want to have things that you can practice in game without knowing what's going to happen. Like, let's say you super jump here, and then they have a Widow in spawn and she headshots you. And you're like, what? I didn't even know they had Widow. That's okay. That's fine. It was good. It was a good job. You just make good decisions with the information that you have.
That was sloppy.
This was good movement, right? Because you slingshotted all the way around to cover. That was good. Now, you left cover too soon, right? So right here, this is where you needed to use your beam grace period. So like, oh, no, I'm being shot by soldier here. This is where you need to duck behind the wall.
Yeah, I think I panicked because I saw...
Yeah. I understand. You're down one, you're panicking. It happens. That's all right.
And so I saw the ult, so I wanted maybe to pocket there in the hazard.
But obviously, your life matters the most, right? So... cover first and then go to pocket hazard as quickly as you can.
Then Mercy is useless.
Good. This is good movement. This is the correct tech, right? Get the pocket, go back to cover. Very good. Like what we're the spirit of what we're doing is I want you to get the most greedy, aggressive pocket that you can get, and yet not show the enemy team your body once. Like, that's obviously never going to happen, right? But that's the goal. That's the goal. I'm going to pocket everybody, but I'm going to be invisible, right? That's the goal with Mercy. It's to be this. How did she get away? What? Somebody please shoot this Mercy, and yet you just don't get shot, right? That's the goal with Mercy. So you do this, right? And yet you don't give the soldier a single chance. Right here. Just don't, I mean, super jump could work here. You could get to here. You could also just hold the beam behind the wall here. Yeah, good. Who's the most aggressive person? Who's ulting, right? This is good even without the ult, right? I mean, for crying out loud, look where she is, right? Right, so this is good. Good Valk as well. I like your Valks a great deal. I like that you're not hesitant with them. I like this swap to the soldier as well. You lost your beam, but I like the soldier. I like the pistol. I like the pistol, but it was too late, right? So once you get beat, just ignore it.
Yeah, it was you.
I think you just lost everybody. Okay, good. We're back. Now this is a really, really, really important moment right here. Because there's nowhere really safe for you, but you have to find cover somewhere. So let's see what you do. Yes. That was good. You see it? Beautiful. awkward because you hit the railing, but that was it right there. That was it. Yes, yes. See, I told you, you play better when you're under pressure. You play better when you're under pressure. When you're like, this is lost, I'm gonna die. All of a sudden, you're just like, whoo, 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 juking around and going crazy. This is great. This is great, right? Now do this more in less stressful situations, or maybe even medium stressful situations, right? This is great. Yeah, good. Yeah, even this, right? You don't like, you know where the soldier is, so you kind of hug the wall here. Yeah. Good. I mean, this fight has been lost like an hour ago, right? But honestly, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is beautiful. I love this so much. Great job. Yes. No way you clutched this. Yeah. Oh no, we fumbled it. Shoot. Okay, hang on. Okay, I want to see. All right, what's the movement here?
To go right, the left where the hazard is.
Yeah. To swing, to fly through, cancel J
or in the air.
Or in the air, right? Super jump up and over.
Yeah.
So you do a reverse slingshot to create distance from the soldier. You didn't know the Orisa was there, but even if the Orisa isn't there, distance doesn't help you versus this guy, right? You need to find cover. So you made the wrong decision. But you know what? We're criticizing you here because you've made like 50 good decisions in a row, right? You clutch this. If your team wins this or even gets a good trade here, forget you just carried this. You and your hazard carried this. This is beautiful. This is great. Good job. Yeah, that was awesome. That was fun to watch. Yeah, you can res that. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
To go back. But...
Good movement, right? I mean, look, given this information that you have, this is absolutely the play. Good movement again. Now you can just kind of tuck behind the corner. Yeah. A little slow on the heel. You need to get off the cart. Yes. Yeah, so the soldier surprised you on high ground, but to be honest with you, it was still a really good try. All things considered, I think it was okay. Yeah, okay. So, what we're seeing so far is occasionally you don't pocket the person that you should. Sometimes you could go, I think, more aggressively if your movement allowed you to, like the situation on point, right? Yeah. That's the big one. But for the most part, who you're pocketing makes a lot of sense. It's a strong point of view, and I expected it to be because of how you described your playstyle, right? You're a very attentive Mercy player, which is great. It's a good skill to have. And obviously your eyesight doesn't seem to matter as much because you're just really able to nail in who in my team needs help and then helping them. Now, two things that you got to work on, both of which are easy but not easy, right? One is what you're doing during pocketing. I think that damage boost and heal could always be better. I think actually for you, I think that there have been more situations where I would have liked to have seen heal than damage boost. And that's because those targets are, if you're pocketing aggression, are taking a lot of damage. So I'm not saying that you should be healing or damage boosting more. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying pay attention to their health. Yep. And you will know what decision to make. You'll know. You've played enough Mercy to know which one is demands the situation. But I think you could be doing a better job paying attention to that little logo in the middle of your screen. You're just naturally going to be healing more given what you're doing. So it's fine. Second thing, and ironically probably the more important thing, is your movement attention to cover during these aggressive moments. When you're under a lot of pressure, you're better than average when it comes to your movement. When you're not under quite as much pressure, you get real sloppy. You tend to prioritize creating distance between yourself and your threats instead of prioritizing cover. That applies to both your super jumps, that applies to your slingshots, in other words, going through them to the other side, and your, I'll call your bounces, where you fly to the target and bounce backwards. All of those are very important techs, but all of them you're prioritizing cover distance and not cover enough. That needs to change. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
By far the biggest bang for your buck. Go ahead.
Yeah, and just to say the funny part is I always think I'm healing too much.
No,
it's one of the things I'm work the most, and since I don't really know where to start.
Sure.
For me, I think it's my biggest weakness. But
Yeah. It could be the case. I mean, maybe in this game you're just doing a better job of it, but like you're healing targets that are critical. I mean, and taking a lot of damage. It's fine. But you're doing that because you're taking a lot more risks, right? You're positioning a lot more aggressively than the average Mercy, and I think that's fine.
Yeah.
So, like right now, this is the mistake. You see somebody that's in trouble, so you want to pocket them. Okay, sure. This is your Mercy, right? However, in the meantime, do you see the mistake in the middle of your screen? Look at your beam. You see it?
Yeah, I don't know
Somebody's in trouble, but this Bastion is not in trouble. Why is he not damage boosted during this transition?
Yeah, true.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where you need to put more attention onto your beam, and that could be something that you practice. Is you just focus on your beam for the entire game, right? So, whereas this is perfect. This guy's damage boosted because he's full HP, and then you even do a pretty reasonable tech, which is to GA and then bounce back so that you can get to cover. Now, again, you notice that you're prioritizing distance, not cover. You should bounce back and go here, right? But it's the right beam now. Yeah. So it's just those situations when you're under a little bit of pressure. Like, for example, this is another one right there where you probably... Okay, yeah, see, there you go. Swap the damage boost. That's what we want to make sure that we're seeing consistently.
I wish I had flashy all the times.
Yeah. I hear you. We didn't really talk about perks this much because I think it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, GA distance, good. Flash heal, good.
To be honest, I don't even try the other two perks. For me, it's just...
Yeah,
I'd love to have, like, flashes all the time and something that replaces res, because I think res is a stupid ability.
Yep. I mean, Flash Heal's good. I guess we didn't talk about it as much because it wasn't really needed. You didn't really have it for very long. Angelic Resurrection is very niche, just not really that good. Chain Boost is fine. Like, this might be a situation where Chain Boost would be really good given what you're playing, right? Just because of but I would say it's extremely compositionally situational, right? So if you have a team that's grouped up a lot, it's going to be really good.
I don't think it's as useful as adding an ability to a hero.
I agree. I think Flash Heal is going to be generally much better. Okay. Heals here is good. It's fine. We can just res that. You're a little slow to move forward on your Reaper there, I think. Like, if we go back here, like, there is a lot of opportunities for you to move forward with your Reaper, especially at this point here. And so your attention was very...
I shouldn't have gone backward.
Yeah, I agree, right? You notice that your default is always backwards, right? Always backwards. Sometimes that kills you because you're too far from cover. Sometimes that kills other people because you're too far from them, right? So just keep attention, put your attention on that in some of the games that you're practicing, and make sure that you're using the correct tech for each situation. Okay. We'll skip this forward a little bit because it's going to be a little too much healing here. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's good. Okay, now I'll go normal speed now. Good heal. Great heal. Great heal. Good. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Now, this is interesting here. What's the tech here? Is there a tech?
Maybe to the left under the room.
Like over to here?
Or maybe like inside.
Oh, like here?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're crazy.
No?
You're crazy. I mean, maybe you could like super jump up and over here, but no.
Yeah,
like
no.
This is not cover. This is like you standing behind a pencil and be like, you can't see me, right? No.
Yeah, it better be on the top.
Yeah. You could super jump up here, or you could just hold GA and just grace period it, right? Like, that's probably your easiest solution here. But I feel like I know you, and I think I know what you're gonna do. I think you're gonna fly, and I think you're gonna bounce.
Yeah, probably.
Look at that. See, I'm a hater. Never mind. You're just perfect. This is great. This is great. Hey, I'm pleasantly surprised. And look at your beam. It's on the right thing, right? It's on heal. It's perfect. Beautiful job. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful job. And if you don't do that, you die or your Bastion dies. That was beautiful. Now we go damage boost or Valk. Yeah. Yes. I forgot to mention as well, Valks are good. Valks are really good. The only criticism I had with the Valk was the one time where you kept pistoling once the Pharah had beat. But I think you starting to pistol the Pharah was actually a good decision. She had beat, so it's pointless, right? So,
I don't think keeping Valk is very useful because it's not like a beat or trank or.
Well, okay.
It's good. It's good. But...
It's good, but it's 15 seconds of good, not 5 seconds of good. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where Valk is a little bit underrated. But I think that's why you're doing such a good job with it, is that you're using it and getting the full duration of value, right? This fight is just now starting again, and you guys are starting with a massive advantage, right? Obviously a little bit mess up with the GA there, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I was too slow.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, good job. Wait, did he lose his beat? I think he might have. This is what we call an Ajax.
Yeah.
Check this out. Yeah.
Yeah, panic bait.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I know the terms.
Oh, you know the term? Okay. Yeah. I've said that a couple times. People are like, what is an Ajax? I'm like, okay, well, we got to go way back. I actually trialed, used to play versus Ajax back when he was a Contenders player. Way back in the day.
I used to like Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's fun.
This is good. This is good. I mean, this is where you're being a little bit more traditional Mercy.
Yeah.
And if you choose to go for Hazard, I will not be surprised, nor will I be displeased. So let's see what you do. Yes. Now, this is the moment, right? The obvious answer is I probably should super jump this, but if you super jump this and go up to here, I'm going to cry. It's going to be super jump off to here, right? That's what I want to see. So, oh! almost there. That was really. I mean, it's good. I'm glad that you're pocketing him. This is really, really good. I mean, I think there's a chance you guys kill like 4 people here, right? Good beam as well. Oh, dude, your Hazard's probably crying. That's all right. That's okay though. That's okay. Now this one's scary. Let's see what you do. Oh no! Okay. You bailed it. Actually, super jumping here was not good, but it was better than getting stuck in the tree. So that's okay. That's unlucky. No! Oh my gosh. Okay, this is why I was talking about. You get lazy, you know? You're like, I'm fine.
I should have died right there.
You should have died, right? This is what I'm talking about, right? Where it's like, just, you show us your best work when you're challenged, which is the case for most people, right? But the problem is that occasionally, the enemy team surprises you. And all of a sudden, they're challenged so fast that you can't react in time. This is kind of one of those moments, right? Or even if you think, oh, I didn't die for it. Yeah, but you're still not healthy. So you still can't pocket what you want to pocket. Like, you're still suffering from that mistake, right? You get what I'm saying? So you're unable to pocket this guy, and you should have been able to. You're unable to damage boost this guy, and you should have been able to, right? So, I like the pocket on the Weaver there. Honestly, I would have kept the pocket on the Weaver. This is more of a traditional Mercy moment there from you, which I don't like, right? You should have stayed with the Weaver. You know? That's where you're like, that's where your old bias is coming in. You're like, Weaver, look at where Weaver is. Listen, if anybody can keep that Life Weaver alive, it's you. We saw the Hazard moment on the attack on second point, so yeah. Res should be fine. Hazard's safe enough. Good movement to cover. Yeah. Okay.
It's messy.
Yeah. Okay, let's Reses have all been pretty fine. I think you've made a pretty good read of like how the battlefield's going, whether you had time to go for it. Damage boost is fine here as well. Okay, your team is walking forward. Now, you probably should not do anything here. And this is kind of, you see it again, right? You super jump, you shouldn't do anything. You should just fly and sit, right? This is just going to mean that you're more exposed with very little value. Do you see what I'm saying? Not likely that you get shot here, but there's a chance. Now, you're going to go Pocket Reaper. We know that, okay? So I want to see what the tech is. If you do it incorrectly, well, you tell me. Before we even look at what you do, what should you do with the Reaper here?
Just damage boost, the Reaper.
Right, but movement-wise, what's your tech here?
Maybe just super jump on the ledge behind him.
Yeah. So you're gonna get a supercharged super jump, but you're gonna need the super jump and then kind of tuck off to the side here, right? So it's okay. I mean, there's not a whole lot that you can do.
But to be honest, I don't think it's what I'm. Yeah.
And then look at the kill feed.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of funny. I think more of this defense, especially towards the end, than we've seen anywhere else. You've actually started to kind of dial back the aggression. Which actually, in this situation, you absolutely should go for this guy. If you can heal beam this guy, he's going to kill 2 people, at least. You know? So this is surprising. But this is good, though. This is good. What this means is that you have other things to practice, right? If, in fact, I think you can lean into your strengths even more, right? You can go even more aggressive if you're good with your movement, right? So this is good. It's a good tech as well. I don't hate the Valk. It's risky, but there's a chance. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance. There was a chance. I understand. I mean, it's fine. But I think the major mistake there is you just missed the opportunity to pocket the Reaper, and you had a lot of time to react to it as well. So, and this is kind of why we want to work on your movement so much, because the better you get with your movement, the more you're going to be able to do stuff like that comfortably, right?
Yep.
This is fine. Good use of cover. Good heal versus damage boost. Good job. I mean, it's unfortunate. Remember, it's the super jump spam, right? Just stay in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay in the corner. Tracer forgot about you, right? She doesn't remember. So this would be at, I mean, don't even use GA at all, first off. But if you are going to super jump, where would you super jump to?
Around the house with the purple, the small
Right,
shack.
right. You could go to here.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, if you're going to actually super jump, though, it's going to be to here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, this is not where you want to be, and this is going to either so the Life Reaver is forced to pocket you, and that's what we hate to see. Your Reaper's not getting any help, and then that's that. Yeah, I mean, it definitely fell apart there towards the end, right? In terms of who you're pocketing and what you're doing, there's just a lot more pressure. But I think the key thing is here is that there was a lot of really, really good moments from you, and I think we should lean into that more. We could look at another code here. You'd like to? Let's do it.
Yeah, of course.
So, I'm totally down for your quote-unquote playstyle, your prioritization of higher risk things. Totally down. All I want to see you do is do it better, do it more, in terms of pay better attention, make sure that you're using the right beam resource, and then most importantly for you, do the right tech.
Okay.
Right? Do the right tech. Use a GA, use a super jump, use a slingshot, or sometimes do nothing at all. But prioritize cover first, not necessarily distance. Distance is important, but you're over prioritizing distance instead of cover, and I think that shows.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Valks are fine. Reses were mostly fine. It's always risky with res. It's easy to say, oh, that was a bad res, that was a good res because I died, but you just don't always know. You just have to predict as best as you can. And I think you're generally, like even the res when you died earlier, right, with the Bastion, let's be honest. If you don't get that res, you will 100% lose that fight because it's a 3v5. So you might as well try. You might as well try. If you get the res, maybe you clutch it, right? So, okay. Any questions so far?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I like your comment.
Okay.
It does make sense.
All right. Good pocket. Good pocket. That was a massive dynamite. Holy crap.
Yeah, she has her ult right now because of that.
Yeah. She has like she has 4 bobs. She's just close.
Yeah.
So you go to heal Lucio. This is another one of those moments where I just noticed that you're GAing for just the sake of GAing. So if you look at this really quick here, you get beam on Lucio. There's your grace period right here. You don't need to GA. You're going to get him to full before the beam breaks. And the reason why that matters is because as you move forward here, you're going to want to follow your Genji, right? So as your Genji goes up, you are unable to stay with him because you're on a 1 second cooldown on GA.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is a really common habit with Mercies, right? They just spam the GA, spam the GA, spam the GA. You should use GA frequently to reposition as necessary. Maybe there's even situations when there's a Sombra in backline and you're just trying to make it harder for her to know where to engage on you from. But GA is always a second longer than it should be whenever you need it, right?
Yeah.
And this is one of those moments where your Mercy playstyle, I know you would get in here, you'd pocket this guy, you'd super jump up in the air, you'd duck towards the cover. Maybe you die, maybe you wouldn't, but it would be worth it, right? But you don't have it, right? So this GA spam is what's preventing you from being successful here, right? No. Too much in the diva's face. Yeah, no. I know you knew the risk, which is why you tried to do a little bit of a tech with it, and then you screwed it up. So here's what I'll say. If you're going to do something stupid like that, then yeah, sure, tech. Because you're like, oh, I failed it. Yeah, but if you'd successfully done it without the tech, you would have died. So, okay, sure. Yep. Super jump in the cover. Good. Back towards cover again. A little slow.
With Mercy.
Yeah. Yep. GA spam, you see it?
Yep.
Even here, right? No point. What if the Lucy comes after you right now? Right? If you don't need it, you don't need it. Don't use it.
I think it's a bad habit with just moving with Gia.
Yeah, it's the Candy Crush of the support play. You just have to keep pressing buttons, you know? So we won't highlight it anymore, but obviously it's getting a little ridiculous, as you can see. It's especially as these fights start. Just plan out every GA, as silly as it sounds. Like, okay, we're gonna go here. Okay. Good. This is your Mercy play right here. So I like this, right? So let's see what you do from here. What's the proper tech? Once you get here, what do you do?
Probably or slingshot near the wall of the castle.
Yeah, you can.
Doing a J or G on the top, but it's kind of risky.
Yeah, I mean, heck, you could even, I mean, I don't know the Arissa's here, but you could even go here and super jump up straight here, right? That would be fine too. Or as you said, you can kind of just slingshot to here. Yeah, let's see what you do. Okay, hang on, what do you do? Yeah, that was fine. That was fine. I mean, you lost your beam. Yeah, see, I'm surprised. Come on, you got that. You know, I trust you, right? Trust yourself here. So it's actually occasionally you lose faith. It's like you'll be a little bit slow to go help them, which I like a lot, but it's just the Lucio. You got this guy. You got him. I think if you heal this guy, I think there's a chance he lives. I don't know. But like, if you move appropriately here, which you did, by the way, you got up to here is great. You don't die. You're fine. This is what Mercy does that other supports can't do. Go ahead.
I was thinking like maybe it's not the most useful player in the team. So let's go. I think it's the mindset, the thinking I have.
Right. But it's not so much about the most useful player; it's about the most useful position, right?
There's like 3 person on that guy.
Right. He's it's super aggressive, right? It's the same thing with the Hazard and Reaper. Yeah. So so I'm gonna keep an eye on, and I think that's a fun thing to practice too. So
yeah.
Okay. But good movement. Ironically, the time that you did good movement, you stopped pocketing them. But hey, it was good. So, and this is good too. This is good too. Good. Oh. Yep, this is good. I mean, you notice again, I mean, that whenever you're under more pressure, you start moving really well. So, like, obviously you died here because it was a 3v5. I mean, you were going to die. If somebody didn't die, like, really quickly, there's nothing that you could do. And you kept moving, and then it finally got flanked from 7 different areas and just died. But, yeah, this was fine. You even had the right idea here. I think your intention was to slingshot through to here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Under the bridge. So
yep. Like, you almost got it off. That would have been good. So, yeah, good job. Yeah, just chill. Yep, good. Perfect. Good job.
I'm not a fan of pocketing Genjis in general.
Which is funny because with your playstyle, it would be really good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure you have your reasons, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just funny because you're the type of person that would actually get a lot of pocketing Reapers
I
and Genjis and so on, which most Mercies wouldn't want to do.
I, I love Reapers,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Maybe it's more consistent. I don't know.
yeah, it's while the lifesteal is so good. I think
Yep.
it's what I used to do it all the time, but the cooldown change that they did,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah. Maybe
yeah,
even repositions too much. Maybe Reaper's a little bit more
yeah.
consistent. I don't know.
Same time like
Sure,
as a tracer.
sure, sure. Yeah, I
Tracer
understand.
is really hard to follow.
Yep. Well, I mean that might be the opposite extreme to where like even you can't keep up with the Tracer. So
No,
we'll see.
no, it's like horrible.
Sure. I mean, the beat's kind of expiring, and then we said this is the 15-second ultimate, right? So, like, as soon as you use this, AoE heal, AoE DPS, boost, you can move freely, you have your self-heal, it's good. Consistently
The
strong point
range,
of view. Yeah, the range
the
is huge, right?
range,
So, yeah, it's
the
huge.
range is the best part, I think.
Yeah. Haha, she got
Well,
him. Yep, good decision here. So you were thinking here. Oh, nope, there's somebody here. I stay. Yep, good decision, good decision. So she should die, maybe? Yes, she dies. Okay, good job. Yeah, nice job. Valks are consistently a strong point for you, so. Think you probably lose this. Yeah, you just probably lose this because they had this. That was actually a nice sim swap from them. Okay. Yeah, that Orisa kill on your Roadhog was actually huge. That sucked.
I hate Symmetra.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I will say it's another one of those moments where I don't think you should have pocketed Genji, but I'm curious to see if you even saw him, right? Keep going. Good movement. Wow. Okay, let's look at this again. So you GA here, and then you super jump up and over around the cover from the people on bridge. Very nice. Yeah, good job. Okay. We're going kind of more quickly through this because we've already talked about the details, but I want to make sure that we're getting a larger sample size here. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. Good use of cover. Nobody's really going aggressive just yet, so it's more of the hit scan. It's
I
fine.
don't know what the hug is, what his quest is doing.
Yeah, he's just flanking, which to be honest is fine. Like actually, it's fine. If you want to pocket that, you can, but you don't have to. This is good too. I mean, it worked, right? There's the quest, right?
Yeah.
Orisa versus Roadhog is a really bad matchup for Hog, so Hog kind of has to be a little bit more creative. Yep. All right, let's rip it.
And the bird.
I was wondering what was happening. I was like, oh, you're getting your perk. Ah. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
got
I see.
console now.
Yeah, I understand.
It's kind of funky.
I really like your decision making here. The Valk was good. The decision not to res because you have an active Sojourn in there is really good. If you want to be really silly, especially if you get beat, all right, this is like next level tech. You get beat here, walk in the Orisa's face and just be like, hey, like literally moth it up in her face. Because you're really hard to nail down when you have Valk, and if you have any sort of extra support, you could just be like bait. Not something you have to always do, but yeah, something to consider. But yeah, this is good. Dude, there's no way. Okay, good, finally. Holy cow. She thought she'd get it done again. Yeah, good job. Valks are a strong point for you. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Little detail here. So positionally, right? So more of an anticipation than anything else. We kind of already saw earlier how this bridge feels really bad for you. Solve the problem.
Yeah.
Where should you be?
The one of the two ledges.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
top.
Get up here.
Just
Get up here,
yeah.
right? And then you
Push
can
up
always just
there.
move around as you need to. I think you can even go off the map. I think if you have the certain GA setting and then just kind of catch back up and super jump back up and then slide off the map again. I might be wrong with that. That might be something to kind of experiment with, but yeah.
There's some dangers to it. Like,
Yeah.
if you lose the connection.
Right, right, right. Okay.
But I get what you mean. I
Yeah, this
try
is
to
fine.
do it.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. They blew 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3 ults. You're just not going to win that one. Let's watch one more fight here, and then we'll take some notes.
Yeah, of course.
This has been a much more boring Mercy game from you, not because it's you, just because the nature of the way this is being played and the heroes that you're playing with. It's not been as much. Yep, good decision
Yes,
not
that's
to
to do.
res.
And
Good movement here again from you. You see the beams are still sometimes off though, right? You see this? Like you've been heal beaming this guy for like 4 seconds and that hurts.
the damage boost.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And obviously you end up losing the beam and then go off on a side quest and then yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a mess here. So okay. Goals. Number 1, Valks are good, keep up the good work. Number 2, reses are good, keep up the good work. Doesn't mean that they're perfect. It just means that it's something that you should continually practice off and on, but that you're doing your philosophy with both of those things are good. Perks are fine, keep up the good work. Things that need to be done better, more attention on who's going aggressive. And then crucially, that's number 1. Number 2, how are you moving depending on where you want to go? Whether it's reverse slingshot, whether it's super jump, whether it's bounce, whatever. You must practice this. When you're under a lot of pressure, your movement's better. When you're not, you're not. You don't do as well. Right, you're just spamming, which means you miss opportunities to help teammates, and there's actually even a couple of times where you've died unnecessarily.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a direct correlation with, I want this to be practiced kind of at the same time whenever you practice that second point there, your GA spam.
Okay. Yeah.
We're trying to move away from GA spam by instead planning out your GAs better, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Final thing, and this is more of a detail, but it's definitely something you could be getting a lot more value out of. I don't heal more, don't damage boost more, just look at your target's HP more.
Okay.
You are smart enough and experienced enough with Mercy to know which one makes the most sense, and I trust you to make the right call, but there were lots of opportunities where you could have gotten more heal value and more damage boost value that were missed because you were focusing on something else. That's how Mercy goes. That's how Overwatch goes. You can't focus on everything at the same time, but you can develop your autopilot multitask skills by working on one thing at a time. Okay. And so you kind of talked about it earlier when you go into a quick play game and you just focus on pocketing Genji just for fun. So rather than having that as being something that you practice in a quick play or a ranked game, what I want you to practice is this is going to be my movement game where I focus on making not just movement for the sake of movement, but making the right GA choice. Right. This is going to be my I don't spam GA game. This is going to be my I'm going to have the perfect heal damage boost depending on the situation game. Maybe you heal a lot that game. Maybe you damage boost a lot that game. Maybe it's 50-50. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the stat. Worry about the quality of focus that you're giving that decision. And then you have the last one, which would be, am I paying attention to who's the most aggressive teammate right now? Because most of the time you were good with that, but there were a couple of key moments there where you whiffed, you missed it. Sometimes you were even aware that they were there and just chose not to go there. That's something you need to limit test a little bit more. So, okay, any questions?
No, it's clear.
Okay.
I see now. I see now what I have to work.
Good.
Like
good.
I was mostly working, like I said, on eating damage boost. Which one to choose, but I see now it's like really clear that I'm just spamming GAs because I like flying. So it's
yeah. And I think we want to use that. We want to use that though. Right. So let's replace that bad habit with a good habit where you're going to go and pocket really aggressive people and always choose the perfect movement tech and go crazy with it, right? Like we said, we want you to be aggressive and invisible. That's kind of the goal. Aggressive and invisible. You're prioritizing distance when cover's more important. But I like the playstyle that you're going for, and let's do that more. I agree with you. I think that's really fun. Let's do it. You can do it. I think you even have the mechanical capability to do so. So let's just do it. And where you don't have the mechanical capability, you will develop the mechanical capability practicing like this. So.